Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bedivineminded. It is your girl, Goddess Fumi, or you can call me Fumilayo, or you can call me Jennifer. I'm here today because I wanted to make a video to talk about my new moon ritual. This is something that I started doing a couple months ago. I've been learning about the moon, the different phases. As we all know that the moon really is responsible for so much. The moon and the sun together controls the tides, it controls how the water moves, the highs and the lows. And of course, we know that our body is made up of more than 75% of water. So if the moon has enough power to control the oceans, the seas, the lakes, then why wouldn't it have an effect on our body? The moon really is something that I feel like we all should learn and study. If you can learn the phases of the moon, you can honestly learn yourself. Just like the moon goes through phases, and so do we. That's why, even in the nursing world, we notice that when there's full moons, we notice that things are crazy in the hospitals and the nursing homes and clinics. People, our emotions are just, they run wild during the full moon, and it's always a reason for that. But today we're going to talk about the new moon. The new moon represents a baby. It's like a new beginning. It is a time to start over, to be refreshed, renewed. And right now our moon, today is June 3rd, 2019, and our moon and the sun is both in Gemini. We know that Gemini is basically a sign that is all about communication, bringing together the God and the goddesses. So in this time, you're going to have some type of new connections with people. You're going to maybe find new love, new jobs. It's going to be just a lot of communication going on. So we need to really be careful of the things that we say. Even if we write it down, be careful of all of that, because right now this is the time to set your intentions and basically manifest the things that you want. So what I like to do during the new moon is, first, I always take my bath. That's why I'm making this video right now. I just got off work and I wanted to make this video before I started my ritual. Once I start my ritual, I'm going to turn off my phone and I'm just going to really dedicate my time to setting my intentions for what I want for the rest of the month. And what happens is, just like the new moon, it's like a baby. So you're setting your intentions, you're putting things out there in the universe that you want to happen. So that way, by the time the full moon is here at the end of the month, you can really see all those things that you put into place start to come into fruition. So the first thing that I like to do after I take my bath and just cleanse my body is set my intentions. Again, intentions are so important because it is the power of the mind, the law of mentalism in play. So you want to actually put out your intentions. What is it that you want? How do you want to feel? What are some things that you want to achieve, or what are some things that you want to gain? And for me, I want to gain financial abundance. I want to continue to have health for me and my children and my family. I want to, just succeed in everything that I put my mind to. I'm back in acting classes, so I really want to focus back on my dreams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sage my body. I'm going to sage my house. I'm going to just purify myself, because sage is very good for purification, and you want to get rid of any negative energy, any type of negativity in your mind or anything like that before you start this ritual. And after I do that, I'm going to charge all of my crystals, because even though you can't see the moon, it is still right there. The reason why you can't see the moon during the new moon phase is because it's right in between the earth and the sun. And so the side that we usually see of the moon is actually being blocked right now, but it is still full force and it is still there. Okay, so just like in life, you start out as a baby and then you become a young adult and then you become someone that is older and wiser. So during the new moon, what I like to do is I get a journal. And I have a specific journal that is just for my new moon intentions. And what I do is I will write out the month and the date. And I write down first how I like to feel. So I want to feel at peace. I want to feel I want to feel happy. I want to feel good. I want to feel, just strong. I want to feel motivated. So I'm going to write that down in my journal. And then I'm going to write down steps that I'm going to take to achieve those things. A lot of people forget that step. Most people, they talk about writing down your intentions, putting it out into the universe. But the intelligent and the wise people know that no matter what you write down, no matter what it is that you want to happen, if you don't put in that work, nothing's going to come out of it. So after I write out my intentions, I'm going to write out steps of things that I need to do. So first, I'm going to make sure that I continue doing my acting classes, because I cannot be a big actress if I'm not, working towards that. So I'm going to, get my acting skills up to par. I'm going to, study and dedicate myself to that craft. I'm going to get me some new headshots, because it's been so long. I used to do a lot of plays and theater and things of that nature, but I actually quit when I came down here to Atlanta to focus on just getting settled and secure. I am a single mom. I lost my son's father this time last year, and so it's really been hard on me, just basically really being a single mom. A lot of us women, we talk about being a single mother, but it's not until you are really a single mother that it really hits you like, damn, I'm doing this stuff by myself. So I'm going to, just make sure I continue to focus on my craft and, go to my acting classes, network with other people that's involved in acting, go to different auditions, prepare for these auditions, and, just really continue to focus on that particular craft. I'm also going to work on just being loved, because I want to fall in love. I want to fall in love with someone that's going to fall in love with me back. So I'm going to make sure that I'm being loved, because until you are loved, you cannot receive love. That is the law of vibration. Whatever it is that you're putting out is what you're going to get back. So in order for me to find someone to love me, I have to put myself in a place where I'm able to love someone else. So I'm going to open up my heart to that, okay? So I'm going to write that down and write down all the actions and the things that I need to do so that I can feel the way that I need to feel. And I'm going to use certain crystals. So my rose quartz crystal is something that, I carry around with me all the time. And I'm going to charge it in my windowsill so that it can receive that energy. But before you charge it, make sure you clean it, because again, the crystals hold so much energy, and if you don't cleanse that energy, you're likely to be carrying around all type of negative energy, and you don't want that. So always cleanse your crystal. And then I'm going to charge them in my windowsill. I'm going to write down in my journal all the things that I want. It is so important to write down things. A lot of people don't understand the importance of writing down what it is you want to do. I found that when I write down a list of goals and I actually check them off as I go, it's a lot easier than just having in my mind all these different things that I want to do. So after I write in my journal, write all the things that I want to do, I'm going to start saying some affirmations. And a few of the affirmations that I'm going to say is, I'm not going to tell you guys everything, because some things is just between me, the universe, and my moon. Some of the things that I'm going to say in my affirmations is, I am love. I deserve love. I am successful. I am financially stable. I am strong. I am independent. I am, you want to always say I am before things, because whatever you say after I am is what shapes your future. It defines you. So I am great. I am beautiful. I am successful. I am talented. I am ready for everything that I've ever asked for. I am ready. I am open for those things. If you don't believe that you're ready for these things, the universe will see that, and the universe will not give it to you. So always make sure that you're prepared for anything that you ask for, and be very specific around this time. Again, the new moon is now in Gemini, so communication is very important. You got to be careful of all the things that you say and how you say it. So especially around this time with this new moon, I want to be very specific. I want to be financially secure, but I want to be financially secure by receiving money from things that I love. You can always ask for money, and then you can get hit by a car and you get money just because you're receiving insurance checks, but now your body is paralyzed. So you want to be very careful of what you ask for and be very specific. If you're watching this video on the day that I posted it, which is June 3rd, 2019, which is our new moon cycle for this month, you want to, realize that you're not going to see the moon out there, because the moon is going to be, hidden. And just like everything in the beginning, it comes from darkness. So you want to understand that just like a seed, when it's planted in the dirt, you don't see it, but it's actually starting. Life is starting. Life is being created, and everything starts from the darkness. Just like if you're Christian, you remember from the Bible that everything came from the darkness, okay? So this is a time things are being created, things are being ready to be transformed. As the days go by, things are going to get stronger, just like a plant. If you plant the seed, as the days go by, it's going to get stronger and stronger. Eventually you'll see, the first little leaf come up, and you're going to see, the root of the plant come up out the dirt. And if you continue to water it and nourish it, you're going to eventually see the fruit from which you had planted. This is why the new moon is so important, because it is in the darkness. It is time for you to set your intentions and put out there what it is you want, work for what it is you want, and actually you got to trust it. You have to trust that the work that you're putting in is going to be productive. You have to trust that everything you're going through, everything you're working for is going to happen. Because if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. I can't stress that enough, the power of mentalism and the power of the mind. So, everything that I put out there, my intentions, everything, I have to believe it. I have to water it. I have to nourish it. And really just watch it grow. You have to trust the universe, because the universe is there for you. The universe is always there for you, just like the moon. I love to light my white candles, and I have white candles all over my house. White candles is purity. It represents just new beginnings, wholesomeness, the lights, So I always light my white candle. I write out my intentions. Now I write them in my journal, but I also write them on a piece of paper, and I fold it up and I put it under my white candle, so that when my candle burns and as the time go by, things are just being put out there in the universe. I also have my crystals, and what I like to do is I form a circle around me, and I have my crystals, my candles. I have little things that mean a lot to me, like I might put some money, because this month I really want to manifest some money. So I'm going to put some money around me in my circle, and I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to meditate. I'm going to visualize everything that I want for my life. I'm going to picture myself being this successful businesswoman, being in love with my successful husband who loves me and my children and my family, who takes good care of me. This is what I'm going to visualize during my meditation. I'm just going to really put it out there to the universe. I'm not going to have any doubt. It's not that hard to do this ritual. I know a lot of people, you feel like rituals are something that is just so hard, but it's really not. And if you don't have crystals, if you don't have a new journal, honestly, get a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, because you don't want any other energy on that paper. You don't want any other, things that you've written on there. You don't want like your work schedule or anything like that. Sometimes a lot of people, they use old notebooks and they may have old stuff written in there. You don't want any of that. You want to start new, just like the moon. It's a new moon. You want to start from scratch. So just tear a piece of paper out, plain piece of paper, write out your intentions, fold it up, put it under a candle, and just really visualize everything that you want. You say to yourself, this is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I will be. And you believe it. If you believe something, you can achieve it. Trust me. That is how awesome God and the universe is. This is so powerful to really just take the energy of the new moon and just manifest anything you want. Let's recap everything, because I know I kind of was all over the place. When there's a new moon, it's the beginning of a new cycle. You want to set your intentions, write them down. You want to do a meditation. You want to make sure that you visualize everything that it is that you want. You want to Just put it in your mind, all of your intentions, all of the things that you want. But the bottom line of all of this, you have to believe it. If there's a new moon, that means that it's going to be representing the water inside of you. And you're going to have to make sure that you do the work to get what it is that you want. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I didn't want to make this video a really long video because honestly, a lot of people really aren't into rituals, or they don't really understand it. So I hope that this video really does encourage you guys to study the moon, study the importance of the moon and the high energy that comes from the moon. Understand that there is really nothing that you can achieve as long as you believe it, So I'm getting ready to start my ritual. I'm gonna, get my stuff together, charge my crystals, bathe, sage my body, sage my home, and just really put in that work for the rest of the month. And I'm going to also do a full moon so that I can let you know. You heard some of the things that I said that I want to happen in the beginning of this video. So we're going to show you at the end of this cycle, when we have a full moon, I'm going to make another video, and I promise and I bet a lot of the things that I said that I want is going to come into fruition, because so much energy popping right now, and I'm just so ready to receive it. I love the moon, so I hope I encourage you all to study the moon, to start your own new moon ritual, to start your own full moon ritual. And, I'm just really going to take in this waxing moon, which is also the new moon, waxing moon. And I'm just going to really, really put out my intentions. And I cannot wait to show you guys during my full moon ceremony. Before my ritual is done, I always like to thank the universe, thank the great all for everything that I have. Because if you are not grateful for the things that you have, you will not receive anything else. Being grateful, being thankful for the things that you have is so important. And I'm just so thankful that I have my children. I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for the blessings that I have. I'm thankful that I'm able to wake up every day and just restart my life. During this new moon in Gemini, I'm going to watch what I say. I'm going to be careful of the things that I put out into the universe, because I know that the energy is so high right now. So again, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel so that way you can see my full moon ritual. And hit the thumbs up, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I make a new video. And peace, love, and always be divine minded.